Good afternoon. We'll now start. First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody to this pep talk this afternoon. Please mute yourself, but always show your video picture. Sign in your name, your Facebook account, or email address in the chat box. Please include the names of companions attending with you. Use the chat box to ask questions and make comments while the pep talk is on. There will be group pictures at the start and end of the pep talk, so please show your faces in the video. Reminder, after the pep talk, please take the online Learning Com evaluation test exercise or OLETE for mastery of learning and have the perfect score to get a certificate like the one shown here. I have placed the link in the chat box. And then another reminder, obtaining 25 OLETE certificates will entitle one mentee to a voucher for a RO Hoson medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. The request is for you to type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. Let's now have a group picture taking before we start the pep talk proper in 2 minutes. Please turn on your video now. Show your faces. One, ready? One, two, three. I have a patient empowerment program in which I like to empower the lay people or patients to take control in the management of their health. I started the pep talk on May 15, 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic. There are 3 courses in the pep talk. I completed the core course. Here are the contents on October 9, 2021. Then from October 23, 2021 onwards, I've been tackling health disorder courses and health issue courses. May 18, 2024 marks the start of year 4 of the RO Hoson Pep Talk. So in May 15 or 16, 2025, we will be on our 5th year already. And how long the pep talk will last will depend on our enthusiasm, discipline, and perseverance. My pep talk today is entitled Goals in the Management of Patients. The empowerment objective is for the lay people to have an essential understanding on the goals in the management of patients as part of their health management.
Oo. Malas na din kagabi, kumain lang.
Contents of this pep talk will be the following. Why should lay people know about the goals of the physicians in their management of patients? What are the goals in the management of patients? And number 3, what are the basic principles or processes in the physicians achieving the goals of the management of patients that lay people should know? So disclaimer, the RO Hoson Pep Talk contains my thoughts, perceptions, opinions, and recommendations culled from the experiences of myself and also on the writings of other professionals. So 3 main topics today. So let's start with the first one as intro. Why should you, as lay people, know the goals of the physicians in the management of the patients? Somehow you have an inkling, pero it's not yet very clear on your mind. What are the specific goals? Ano ba yung dapat tinatarget ng doktor when they manage a patient? So the reason why you should know the goals of the physicians in the management of the patient is essentially for alignment purpose and to achieve good outcomes. So physicians and the patients must know and must have a common understanding and mutual agreement as much as possible on the goals and management of patients, so that both patients and physicians are in sync or synchronous. They're on the same wavelength. So pareho yung iniisip nila, pareho yung tinatarget nila. Okay? Now, what are the goals in the management of the patient? Up to now, there is no so-called universal or official pronouncement by the World Health Organization, since this is the international body on health. So wala pang universal pronouncement on the goals in the management of patients. Kung meron, mas maganda para magkakaisa tayo sa iintindihin ng goals in the management of patients by the physicians para mas madali. Huh? There are so many ways of formulating and stating the goals in the management of patients. May kanya-kanyang formulations. No? If you read the internet, may kanya-kanyang sabihin, this is my goal, this is his goals, etc., etc. I have formulated mine, and I will explain my basis. No? So, essentially, for me, the goals of the management of patients are the following: resolution of the health problem of the patient in such a way that the patient does not end up dead, as much as possible, with no complications and disability, and in such a manner that the patient is satisfied and there is no medical legal suit. So ito yung pinaka-clear-cut, definite statement on my goals of in the management of patients, which I have been using circa 1985 or even earlier, okay, up to now. Okay? So this, I think, are the universal goals of all physicians, and this rightfully should also be the expectation of the patients. So think about it. This is also you're looking forward to all of these things when you have a doctor managing you. Okay? So if you go to a doctor, if he manages you, make sure that you don't end up dead. It's possible that you might have complication, as much as possible with no complications and disability, and in such a manner that you are very, very satisfied, or at least satisfied, and then there is no medical legal suit, no negligence on the part of the doctor. So a patient is a person with a health problem or health concern when he consults or he/she consults a physician. So pag pumunta kayo sa doktor, meron kayong mga reason for seeing the doctor, may health concern kayo, either for check-up or talagang may problema, may nararamdaman. So upon consultation, the physician should solve the health problem or concern of the patient. So yun ang unang target, yun ang unang goal ng doktor. Kasi may pasyente na pumunta sa kanya, may problema, may papatingin, no, na health problem. So kaya the resolution of the health problem of the patient is the foremost and ultimate goal in the medical management by the physician, and this is also expected by the patient. How to resolve the health problem of the patient? That's the main question. There are so many varied ways in which will go through the problem-solving, decision-making processes by the physician and with the consent of the patient. So basically, when the consultation with the doctor is, yung doctor, what he's doing is actually doing problem-solving, decision-making. Kung anong problema niya, kung ano, paano may i-diagnose, no? Paano gagamatin, no? And of course, whatever decision making that is done by the physician, there must be an consent of the patient. Pwedeng informed consent or informed refusal. So pwedeng di kayo pumayag doon, pwedeng pumayag, as long as you are informed. So some of the basic strategies and activities in the resolution of the health problem are Number one, establishing rapport with the patient. Importante, nagkakaroon kayo mutual understanding at least, kung di yung like each other, okay? At least respect for each other. And then diagnosing the health problem. And then after the diagnosis, the treatment, and then advice. So i-explain ng doktor kung anong gagawin, kung anong dapat gawin in terms of recovery of the health problem. In the practice of medicine, there's no such thing as 100% guarantee. Walang magga-guarantee ng 100% ng doktor, no? In the complete and successful resolution of the health problem, and no complications and side effects that may result in disability. So remember, doctors are also human beings. They have limitations. So they cannot, and medicine is so inexact, maraming variations, maraming combinations, maraming uncertainties that the doctor cannot guarantee 100% in the complete resolutions of your health problem, and also no guarantee also on the complications. So the patient is being managed on the basis of best effort by the physician. So he will try his best to resolve your problem, to avoid complications and side effects. So best effort lang. Thus, resolution of the health problems in such a way as a result of best effort of the physician. Okay, so yung gagawin ka, best effort, make sure as much as possible, the doctor will try to make sure that you don't end up dead. We know that there are some patients who are being treated that will end up dying. Okay, so which may happen. As much as possible, no complications and side effects and disability. We also know about, we have heard about those things also. Sa mga relatives niyo or through your personal experience, nagkaroon kayo ng komplikasyon after treatment, no? So the doctors try as much as possible, best effort to prevent, okay? Because this can happen. As I said, no 100% guarantee. Since rapport and excellent patient-physician relationship and interactions are important in the outcome of a patient medical management, I added 2 extended sub-goals. So resolution of the health problem in such a way, in such a manner that the patient is satisfied and there is no medical legal suit. So these are the 2 extended sub-goals. So medical legal suits usually is an offshoot of patient dissatisfaction. Targeting patient satisfaction and no medical legal suit will promote reinforcement will reinforce the achievement of no mortality or death and no complications or morbidity when the patients treat the patients. So kung ito yung tinatarget ng doktor, no death and no complication, kasama na yung strategy to promote patient satisfaction. So kung iniisip ng doktor, I want to satisfy the patient, so I must try to avoid the death, try to avoid the complications. What are the basic principles and processes the physician achieving the goal and the management of the patient that the lay people should know? So, dapat anong dapat ni malaman kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga doktor, okay? So the first assumption is that the physician is competent. Kung hindi siya competent, wala nang pinag-uusapan dito, no? So the assumption is competent in doctor. So 4 basic functions that must be accomplished by the physician. So in all patients, dapat ito yung ginagawa ng doktor. Establishing rapport. Rapport means good relationship, good respect with each other, okay? And then number 2, diagnosis. And then after the diagnosis, dapat may advice, dapat may explanation. Then the third function will be treatment. Gagamutin, okay, whatever it is, dapat may advice then. And lastly, the last function will be to advise. No? Aside from the advice on diagnosis, advice on treatment, i-advise niya yung mga overall in terms of health restoration, health maintenance, no? Yung mga prevention, recurrence of the problem, etc., etc. So the problem solving and decision making should be rational. Rational means may basis palagi sa mga decision na recommended decision of the doctor, may magandang basis, and then effective. So na-achieve yung goal of the treatment, efficient without unnecessary waste of money, resources, and time. Okay? And then humane, may compassion. No? So ito yung apat na criteria that I usually use. The problem solving, decision making should be rational, effective, efficient, and compassionate or humane. There must be clear processes involved in the problem-solving, decision-making of the physicians. Hindi lang gut feel. Dapat i-spell out ng doctor ano yung proseso na ginamit niya to come out with a particular decision, particular recommendation. Dapat malinaw. Okay? The processes involved in the problem-solving, decision-making by the physicians should be clear. Dapat malinaw sa doktor kung anong process ng ginamit niya. Okay? Then, well communicated, in-explain niya sa pasyente, and then understood by the patient. Importante ito. Okay? And then there is an informed consent, or let's put it, informed refusal, pwede rin, from the patient to whatever recommendations and decisions are made. So may ni-recommend ang doktor, no? So, and then, i-explain niya sa pasyente. The pasyente will try to discuss with the doctor. Kung gusto niya, we'll call that informed consent. Kung ayaw niya, i-respect ng doktor. So, we call that informed refusal. Okay lang yan. Dapat tanggapin ng doktor. Okay? So, the doctor will have to respect the final decision of the patient, either in terms of refusal for a particular treatment, particular diagnostic procedure, or consent, papayag siya. Then, the physician should also practice patient-centered management. Palaging iniisip yung kapakanan ng pasyente. No? Depende, i-respect ng doktor yung mga belief, no? Yung mga culture, mga emotions of the patients. Wag lang yung doktor, wag lang susunod-sunod sa mga established na guidelines na hindi sinasama yung pasyente sa decision making. Then physicians should always provide compassionate humanitarian services. May compassion, no? And then should always avoid medical negligence. There's such thing as medical negligence kung dapat gawin at hindi ginawa. We call that medical negligence, and these doctors are liable for a medical legal suit. I guess I have placed all the basic principles and processes. If you have anything to add later on, you tell me. Okay? So summary and takeaway, I have briefly explained why should the lay people know about the goals of the physicians in their management of patients. Number two, what are the goals in the management of the patient? As I said, let me repeat, resolution of the health problem in such a way that the patient does not end up dead, no? With no complications as much as possible and disability, and patient is satisfied, and there is no medical legal suit. So what are I also explained the basic principles and processes in the physicians achieving the goals in the management of patients that lay people should know. So takeaway in relation to patient empowerment, be always in touch with the reliable information on the goals in the management of patient. Knowledge is power, it gives power. Use the 4 Ks of patient empowerment, kaalaman, kakayanan, karapatan, and kapangyarihan to gain greater control over decisions and make better decisions on the goals of in the management of patients as part of your health management. So with that, I end my pep talk today. I hope I have empowered you to have an essential understanding in the goals of management of the patient as part of your health management. So with that, okay, reminder before we go to the question and answer will be, please take the OLETE for Mastery of Learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like this. I'll place the link in the chat box. And 25 OLETE certificates will entitle one mentee to a voucher for a RO hospital medical consultation, either face-to-face or telemedical. Please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we adjourn. Thank you. Let's now have a group picture taking before we start the question and answer and interaction. Please turn on your video now, show your faces. Okay. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3. Ulitin lang natin, pwede. Ulitin, hindi ko nakuha. Ulitin lang natin. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. The floor is now open for questions, comments, sharing of experiences, etc., etc. Okay. Any comments? Before this lecture, do you have a, I suppose you know anong ine-expect niyo sa mga doktor, but are you all satisfied with your expectations? Pag pumunta kayo sa doctor, expect niyo may gagawin siya para sa inyo, no? So, alam ba ho ninyo yung anong nasa isip din ng doktor, anong dapat niya gawin, no? O baka ina-expect lang niya, basta kausapin kayo, tapos reseta na lang reseta, ganun na lang, no? O, you expect more than that. Any comments on that? Anyone to share the experiences? Belet, anong experience mo? Unmute ka, unmute. Unmute, Belet. Yan, good.
Sa ibang doktor na experience ko ay basta lagi dami-dami yung pinapag-on laboratories. Tapos pag nagpa-check up na ho ako, na-expect ko na explain niya yung mga results na mga ayos. Pero parang hindi ho, parang binakonti lang. Sabi, mataas lang yung blood pressure, ganyan. Magre-reseta na ho siya ng napakadaming gamot. Tapos minsan sabi ko, hindi naman ho ako, tapos pagbalik ko ho, talaga hindi ko ho ininom dok yung ganyan gamot nyo kasi hindi naman ho ako ganyan. Parang yung nire-reseta niyang gamot minsan ho ay hindi naman kailangan ng katawan ko sa palagay ko.
Okay.
Tapos minsan hindi nagagalit. Sabihin, ay syempre ka sa ulo mo kaya hindi ka nakikinig. Hindi ka gagaling. Ganyan. Hindi na lang ho ako naimik. Pero hindi ko minsan iniinom ko ang dami-daming gamot.
Okay.
Hindi yung kagaya na yung konti lang ang inireseta na talaga yung kailangan lang.
Okay.
Yun po ang aking
So importante yung ina-explain, no? And then, dapat may
Hindi mo
kasamang...
masyado na-explain. Kagaya ho nung ambulatory blood pressure monitoring, ang kapal ho nung results, pero parang sinabi lang ho niyan na normal lang yung BP. Sabi ko, ano yung nocturnal ng dipping, ganyan. Sabi ay, mataas ang blood pressure mo sa gabi. Pero hindi yun niya na-explain ng ayos.
Okay. So, yung expectation niyo, magandang explanation, no?
Oo, magandang explanation ho sa basta sa mga results ho ng laboratory test.
Yeah, at the minimum, no? Aside from
Mm.
showing you respect, no? Nire-respeto kayo, huwag
Mm.
masungit.
Mo, medyo masungit ako minsan. Kaya minsan, hindi na ako magtanong.
Oo.
Kasi
Pag, ma-
nagagalit ako pag tanong ng tanong.
Pag masungit, wala nang yung tinatawag na rapport, wala na yung
Oo.
vibes, wala nang ano, ha? Pag nawala na yung vibes, wala nang mutual respect, no? It will affect your management na, no? Okay.
Mhm.
So, in the end, whether you're satisfied or not, yun din, no? Kadalasan hindi rin tinitingnan ng mga doktor kung satisfied yung pasyente nila o hindi, no? Okay. So, basta reseta, alis ka na, bayad
Mhm.
ka, okay? See
Oo.
you next week, see you next month, gano'n, di ba?
Mhm.
Okay. So, thank you for sharing, Belet. Okay.
Sige po.
Any
Welcome po daw.
other who have been exposed to a lot of doctors aside from me? Mhm. O, si Lorly. Nandito si Lord. Laurier
Ay,
Ricaforte. Laurier,
ay,
marami ka ng doktor pinuntahan, di ba?
kayo lang po, Dok.
The PGH ka rin, di ba?
Sa PGH po, Dok, yung doktor na
Ha?
chemo. Yung
Lakasan mo
sa,
lang.
yung sa PGH po, Dok, yung sa chemo. Yun nga po, yung mga laboratories, Dok. Yung
Okay.
sa chemo, kailangan daw po kasi yung yung, ano yun? Yung sa laboratory, yung may mga pinapagawa.
Oo.
Opo, yung kasi tinitingnan po ng doktor ko doon yung kung bumaba yung ano ko po, yung sa dugo.
Oo.
Kasi pag hindi daw po kasi, kung mababa daw po kasi, hindi ako pwedeng ikiin yan. Mga ganun, Dok.
Okay. So, ina-explain
Yung
naman.
experience. Opo, Dok, pinaalam naman niya na,
Good.
kailangan iinom ka na, kumain ka ng ganito para tumaas yung dugo mo, para makimo.
Okay. Sige. Buti ka lang may nag-explain. No? Okay.
Opo.
So, the other doctor that you encounter, ako na yun, di ba? Okay.
Kayo.
Okay. So, okay lang ako sa'yo?
Opo, Dok, kayo, okay po sa akin. Galing po.
Okay. Okay. So, and sino pa? Who would like to share the experiences? Jeng. Si Jeng. Jeng, anything? Unmute ka. Nasa labas ka ba?
Okay na po,
Ayan.
Doc.
Okay.
Okay na po ba? Doc, ano rin po yung, di ba po dito nagpapatingin po ako sa Cavite, sa Lasal. So
Oo.
far naman po, kaparehas niyo po yung doktor na natingin sa akin dito. Ina-explain po niya yung, nung una po, di mga may laboratory po, o di ina-explain po niya kung bakit ganun yung merong doon sa laboratory ko. Then, binibigyan niya ako ng gamot. Then, pagbalik ko po, may panibago akong resulta ng laboratory. Yung gamot na dating binigay niya, hindi na niya pinapainom kasi okay na daw dun sa high na result ng iba kong tulad ng cholesterol. Ngayon, gagawin niya, tatanggalin niya yung kaso. Meron naman akong panibagong resulta na mataas, katulad ng SG, ano ba yun?
PT.
SGOT, SGPT. O, doon naman po niya ako ginagamot. Pero nalilesen naman po yung binibigay niya sa akin ng mga laboratory, hindi po niya inuulit-ulit. Kung ano po yung dapat lang ding ipatingnan ko, yun lang po. Hindi po siya, katulad din po ninyo siya na kung ano lang yung dapat, yun din lang po ang dapat na ipa-laboratory at ibigay na gamot. Pag daw, ang sa kanya po, pag nag-okay ka na dun sa gamot na yun at wala na, okay na yung laboratory mo, hindi mo na kailangan ulit i-take yung gamot na yun. Parang katulad po ninyo. Pag sinabi nyo hanggang 3 days o 1 week lang yung gamot mo, hindi mo na kailangan i-take ulit. Hanggang dun lang. Kaya okay din po siya para sa akin. Katulad niyo po siya.
Very good.
Napaka-minimalist lang sa pagbibigay ng laboratory at ng
Okay, very good. So, at least nag-explain, saka may reason for doing things, no?
opo, Doc.
Salamat. Sino pa? Sino pang gusto magsalita? Baby! Spirito! Baby!
Ah,
Share ka
okay
naman,
naman
oh.
po.
Share ka
Okay
naman.
naman po ako, Doc.
Okay ka naman. Kasi kilala mo
Sa
yung mga
endo ko, yung endo ko lang, every 6 months po ang aking balik.
every 6 months ang?
Ang follow-up check-up ko po sa endo.
Okay.
Oo,
Okay.
kasi doon sa aking, medyo tumaas yung cholesterol ko. Pero yung sa sugar, ano lang, okay lang po, Doc.
Okay. So,
Mhm.
na-explain sa'yo kung bakit yan ang
Opo,
gano'n.
Doc. Opo.
Importante
Mhm.
yun eh, no? Okay.
Mhm. Magagaling po yung doktor natin na sa Manila Doctors, ina-explain maigi.
Okay. That's
Oo.
nice.
Opo.
Okay. Ano,
Thank you, Doc.
ano maipapayo mo sa iba?
Papayo ko po, basta kung sinabi po ng doktor na mag-follow up, mag-follow up. Huwag pong i-miss yung pag-check up sa mga doktor.
Pero tatanungin eh kung bakit ipa-follow up.
Explain na. Yung na-explain din po kasi kung ano yung
Oo.
yung
Oo.
sine-check up sa iyo.
Oo. So dapat kung may follow-up, titingnan kung bakit, tatanungin,
Ah,
alamin kung bakit, no? Okay, wag
ako.
lang simply, balik kayo. So, titingnan natin kung umulit, kung lumiit, gano'n, no? Okay.
Ako daw.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you daw.
Thank you. Anything else? Anyone who ano? Ray Benjamin, ikaw nang last say.
Mm. Ngayon, aside from yung importance na nag-explain, tingin ko important din if possible, bigyan din ng chance yung patient mag-decide kung ano yung preferred na niya, treatment. Like, explain mo sa kanya all the options. Tapos, importante din sa management niya yung siya yung magde-decide yung final na kung ano siya na what she agrees on sa management.
Okay, no? So, wag lang pagka may sinabi ng doktor sa inyo, do this, do that, tanong niyo kung bakit, kung anong advantage, disadvantage, no? Okay. So, para alam niyo kung talagang magandang rason, so isunod ninyo, no? Kasi kung di niyo alam, yung minsan tendency is not to follow, kasi kung saan mahirap din uminom ng gamot na na matagalan, di ba? So, tanong lang ninyo kung meron kayong rights to not to follow, no? Okay, kung sa palagay niyo ayaw ninyo, hindi niyo hiyang, no? Pero kakusapin niyo yung doktor, sabihin niyo, Doc, hindi ako hiyang diyan, pwede bang hindi na lang, gano'n, no? Okay. Basta may communication with the doctor, no? Okay, matakot magtanong, okay, matakot na mag-express ng sabihin niyo, ayaw ninyo, na-concern ninyo, no? Ganon, no? Kung papayag siya na pwedeng wala na, ganon, ganon, no? Okay. Tapos kung di kayo nagsasalita, hindi kayo nagtatanong, so sabihin ng doctor, gawin mo ito, gawin mo ito, gawin mo ito, no? So mas maganda may may exchange ng mga usapan, opinions, as well as yung mga advice, no? Saka yung mga kung papayag kayo o hindi, no? Okay. Okay. Any more? Wala na. We'll call it a day. May last pahabol? Wala na. So we'll call it a day. We'll see each other next week again. Ha? Okay? Sige. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Doctor. Bye, Doc.
Bye
Thank
po.
you po.
Thank you po, Doktor.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Doc. Thank you.